The relentless march of artificial intelligence continues to reshape our world, prompting a complex interplay of global competition, institutional adaptation, economic anxieties, and profound ethical debates. As AI capabilities expand at an unprecedented pace, stakeholders from governments and universities to industry leaders and individual citizens are grappling with its far-reaching implications, striving to harness its potential while mitigating its inherent risks. On the international stage, the strategic importance of AI is undeniable, fueling both collaboration proposals and competitive maneuvers. China, recognizing the fragmented nature of current global AI governance, has stepped forward with a significant proposal to establish an organization dedicated to fostering worldwide AI cooperation. Premier Li Qiang, speaking at the annual World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai on July 26, emphasized the need for a unified approach to regulation and the sharing of China's own innovations. His remarks, reported by Reuters, subtly critiqued efforts by some nations, notably the United States, to impede China's AI advancements, warning that the technology could otherwise become the exclusive game of a select few countries and corporations. Li underscored China's desire for AI to be broadly accessible, particularly to the global south or developing economies, while also highlighting challenges such as insufficient AI chip supply and restrictions on talent exchange. This push for a global governance framework with broad consensus comes just days after President Donald Trump unveiled an American AI blueprint aimed at expanding U.S. AI exports to allies, an explicit move to bolster America's competitive edge. Domestically, institutions are actively working to integrate AI responsibly into their operations. The University of Utah, for instance, is poised to host an AI forum on August 5, 2025 to provide updated guidance and insights on AI use within its research and educational spheres. The agenda for this event, published on July 27, includes discussions on research guidance, education guidance, procurement, and tools and technologies, signaling a comprehensive effort to navigate the practicalities of AI adoption. This proactive approach reflects the growing recognition within academic circles that clear policies and accessible tools are essential for leveraging AI's benefits while addressing concerns about academic integrity and ethical use. However, the rapid proliferation of AI has also ignited significant anxieties about its impact on the workforce, particularly white-collar jobs. Jim Farley, CEO of Ford, recently delivered a stark warning at the Aspen Ideas Festival, predicting that AI could replace literally half of all white-collar workers in the U.S. Farley's comments, made on June 27, underscored the importance of skilled trades in an era where tech hiring is reportedly slowing. His sentiment echoes that of Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei, who in May suggested AI could eliminate half of entry-level office jobs within 5 years, urging companies and governments to cease sugarcoating the risks of widespread job displacement in sectors like technology, finance, law, and consulting. Even Amazon CEO Andy Jassy has indicated corporate job cuts due to generative AI, though he also sees new job creation in robotics and AI. Conversely, not all industry leaders share this dire outlook. Cognizant CEO Ravi Kumar believes AI will create more jobs for college graduates, especially those involving human labor, while NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang suggests AI will transform rather than eliminate jobs, fostering new creative opportunities. Data from the first quarter of the year shows white-collar job postings declining by 12.7% year-over-year, slightly more than the 11.6% dip for blue-collar jobs, with tech industry hiring of new graduates reportedly falling by around 50% from pre-pandemic levels. This has led some to suggest that Gen Z's increasing turn towards blue-collar professions might be a strategic move in a shifting labor market. Beyond economic concerns, AI's influence on creativity, critical thinking, and ethical labor practices is prompting deep reflection, particularly within educational and artistic communities. A recent collection of opinion letters in the New York Times, published July 27, offered diverse perspectives on the implications of AI, specifically large language models like ChatGPT. Educators like Seth Torkelson-Reagan and Nathan Delson voiced concerns that AI could tempt students to outsource thinking, advocating for a return to in-class pen and paper writing and increased emphasis on oral presentations to cultivate genuine critical thinking. Margaret McGurr, a writer, expressed skepticism about AI's ability to replicate the nuanced ear required for effective writing, highlighting the subjective human element of creative expression. A crucial ethical dimension was raised by Aaron Fagan, who pointed out that generative AI's perceived bomb for overtaxed lives often masks invisible labor performed by underpaid workers in the global south who are essential for training and fine-tuning these models. Yet Alan C. Dara, a retired cultural anthropologist, offered a counter-narrative suggesting AI's democratizing potential for those excluded from elite educational opportunities. He argued that AI could empower brilliant thinkers who lack cultural capital or proper academic conventions to express sophisticated ideas, thereby giving voice to the excluded many. These discussions underscore that AI is not merely a technological advancement but a force that necessitates a re-evaluation of societal structures, educational paradigms, and global cooperation frameworks. As technology continues to permeate every facet of life, including healthcare, where initiatives like the White House's push for data sharing among tech firms aim to build a smarter, more secure, and more personalized healthcare system, the imperative for thoughtful governance and ethical deployment becomes paramount. The ongoing evolution of AI demands continuous dialogue, agile policymaking, and a collective commitment to ensuring that its transformative power serves humanity's broader interests, balancing innovation with responsibility and equity. The landscape of human perception and digital interaction is undergoing a profound transformation driven by the relentless advance of augmented reality (AR) and artificial intelligence (AI). From empowering individuals with enhanced senses to reshaping military operations and challenging the very foundations of social media, these technologies are rapidly blurring the lines between the physical and virtual, promising a future where our capabilities are no longer confined by biological limits. A stunning example of this burgeoning era is the UTech Wear UTech Thermal AR Glasses, a device that promises to deliver superhuman vision to the everyday user. Launched on July 28, 2025, these lightweight glasses weighing a mere 450 grams integrate military-grade thermal imaging with AI-powered insights, projecting an impressive 80-inch augmented screen at 3 meters through binocular micro-OLED displays. What truly sets UTech apart is its remarkable 25 nK sensitivity, allowing it to detect minute temperature variations and spot heat signatures up to 1,500 meters away, a capability that feels almost supernatural. The integrated AI silently processes this visual data, recognizing objects and analyzing scenes to provide contextual information without overwhelming the user. Power anxiety, a common bane of wearable tech, is addressed by a modular 3,500 mAh battery offering up to 3 hours of active use or 11 hours on standby, complete with a clever hot swappable design that maintains power for 3 minutes during battery changes. Beyond its core thermal vision, UTech's versatility is expanded by optional accessories like a dual-frequency sonar fish finder for aquatic exploration and a bendable endoscope probe camera for detailed diagnostics in tight spaces. This blend of thermal vision, AI, and AR overlays positions UTech as a tantalizing glimpse into the future of human augmentation, opening unprecedented avenues for wildlife photographers, security professionals, content creators, and even those performing routine home inspections. Meanwhile, the strategic significance of AR and AI is not lost on tech giants, with Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, making a substantial foray into the military-industrial complex. On July 27, 2025, Meta announced a collaboration with Palmer Luckey's Anduril, a defense technology company, to develop extended reality products specifically for soldiers. These devices are designed to provide enhanced perception and enable intuitive control of autonomous platforms on the battlefield, as stated by Anduril. Luckey, who founded Anduril in 2017 after selling his VR headset company Oculus to Meta in 2014, expressed his enthusiasm, noting his long-standing mission to turn warfighters into technomancers. This partnership aligns with Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg's broader push into military and defense applications, including opening the company's Llama AI models for government use. Meta CTO Andrew Bosworth emphasized that our national security benefits enormously from American industry bringing these technologies to life, highlighting the dual-use nature of advanced computing. This move places Meta alongside other tech behemoths like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, all of whom already provide cloud services to the U.S. military, with Microsoft notably having transferred work on the Army's Integrated Visual Augmentation System (IVAS) to Anduril earlier in the year. The collaboration underscores a growing trend where cutting-edge consumer-oriented technology is adapted and deployed for high-stakes defense applications. Yet even as AR and AI open new frontiers, established tech players face immense pressure to adapt or risk being left behind. Snapchat, once a trendsetter in social media with its ephemeral messages and playful AR filters, is battling to remain relevant in the rapidly evolving tech landscape. As of mid-2025, the company Snap Inc. is grappling with a slowdown in revenue growth and intense competition from rivals like Meta, TikTok, and YouTube, all of whom have aggressively invested in AI algorithms to optimize content discovery and user engagement. While Snap reported a 14% year-over-year revenue growth to $1.36 billion in Q1 2025 and a narrowed net loss of $140 million. Its Q2 2025 revenue remained flat compared to the previous year, signaling a significant deceleration from its earlier double-digit gains. This financial strain, coupled with broader economic headwinds affecting digital advertising, has forced Snap into a strategic restructuring. CEO Evan Spiegel has shifted focus from aggressive user growth to efficiency and profitability, leading to a 10% workforce reduction in 2024. Snap's foray into AI, notably with its My AI chatbot, has been met with mixed reception, facing criticism over privacy and indecent results despite demonstrating the company's commitment to the technology. Nevertheless, Snap shows signs of resilience, with daily active users DAU growing by 5% year-over-year to 4.50 million, and its premium Snapchat Jia subscription service seeing robust growth, reaching 50 million subscribers and generating $152 million in Q1 2025 revenue. Analysts observe a value gains potential for Snap if it can effectively reduce costs, sharpen its business focus, and prioritize monetization over pure user acquisition. Underscoring the delicate balance between innovation and financial sustainability in the current tech climate. The convergence of AR, VR, and AI is undeniably reshaping industries and human experiences at an unprecedented pace. From enhancing individual perception with advanced wearables like U-Track to empowering military personnel with sophisticated battlefield awareness systems and challenging social media giants to redefine their core strategies, these technologies are proving to be both transformative and disruptive. The coming months and years will undoubtedly witness further integration and innovation, dictating which companies will thrive by mastering the complex interplay between cutting-edge technology, user adoption, and sustainable business models, ultimately redefining what it means to experience and interact with the world around us. The quiet hum of innovation is growing louder in a category once dismissed as a niche novelty: smart glasses. After years of prototypes and lukewarm consumer reception, a confluence of design breakthroughs, advanced AI, and strategic industry partnerships is propelling smart eyewear into the spotlight, with tech giants like Qualcomm and Meta betting big on their potential to redefine personal computing. This renewed focus suggests that what was once a futuristic fantasy is now rapidly solidifying into the tech world's next major frontier. At the forefront of this shift is Qualcomm, the chip-making titan best known for powering the world's smartphones. Alex Katuzian, Group General Manager for Mobile Compute UXR/MCX at Qualcomm Technologies Inc., recently articulated this confidence, stating on Monday that smart glasses are poised to become the consumer tech space's next big category. His optimism isn't unfounded. It stems directly from the unexpected success of Meta's smart glasses developed in collaboration with Ray-Ban. These glasses, while not full-fledged augmented reality devices, cleverly combine the classic design with basic hardware and the Meta AI voice assistant, leading to millions of units sold and a 6 to 7-fold increase in volumes compared to previous years. This proved a critical turning point, demonstrating that consumers are ready for smart eyewear when the form factor is right and the utility is clear. Qualcomm, having developed the processor for the original Meta Ray-Ban glasses, is now doubling down with a dedicated chip, the AR1 Plus Gen 1. This new silicon is designed specifically for the unique demands of smart glasses, being smaller in size to allow for larger batteries without sacrificing the aesthetic of regular eyewear. Crucially, it supports on-device AI capable of running small language models, enabling glasses to handle more offline tasks via voice commands. Katuzian emphasized Qualcomm's agnostic approach to processing, stating whether it's on-device or in the cloud, it doesn't matter to us. We are agnostic to that. We will help the cloud agent become smarter by giving it access to your personal information, and we will help the on-device agent become smarter by enabling it to process tasks locally without accessing the cloud. That's the direction we are headed with these technologies. This focus on hyper-efficient sub-1 watt power consumption is a stark contrast to the multi-watt requirements of PCs and even single-digit watt phones, highlighting the specialized engineering required to make smart glasses a comfortable all-day wearable. The vision extends beyond individual devices. Katuzian imagines a future where smart glasses integrate seamlessly with smartphones and smartwatches, each device excelling in its role to create a unified, contextually aware personal ecosystem. He painted a picture. Just imagine a watch combined with a pair of glasses. The watch will tell you everything about your internal health, while the glasses provide information about your external environment. When combined, your health and surroundings become one. This interconnectedness would allow for sophisticated AI interactions, offloading heavy computational tasks to the phone, while the glasses provide real-time context-specific information. Qualcomm is even exploring embedding cellular modems directly into glasses, mirroring the trend seen in smartwatches to ensure constant access to AI agents and cloud services without needing a tethered smartphone. Meta, for its part, is not resting on the Ray-Ban's success. The company has launched new Meta Oakley smart glasses, specifically targeting an athletic audience and significantly upgrading the core functionalities. These new models boast an impressive 8 hours of battery life on a single charge, double that of the Ray-Bans, and can record high-quality 4K video, a substantial leap from the previous 1080p. With an IPX4 water resistance rating and a comfortable albeit rugged design, the Oakley smart glasses are built for outdoor adventures. Features like a 12MP ultra-wide camera, open-ear Bluetooth speakers, and a 5-mic array remain, enhancing the hands-free experience for music messaging and AI interactions. Sabrina Ortiz, a senior editor at CDNT, noted, after a weekend with the Oakley glasses, they exceeded my expectations, particularly praising the improved battery life and video quality, which she described as stable, good quality shots even when in motion. This evolution showcases Meta's commitment to refining the smart glasses experience, pushing beyond basic functionality towards more robust, specialized use cases. While the Meta Ray-Bans and Oakleys represent a more accessible entry point, performing basic functions like recording video, playing audio, and interacting with AI, they are seen as crucial stepping stones towards the ultimate goal: augmented reality AR glasses that could one day even replace smartphones. The success of these simpler models has validated the market, encouraging other players. In India, Qualcomm has partnered with Lenskart, an eye care retailer, to launch smart glasses featuring Qualcomm chips, aiming to broaden market access. Beyond consumer products, Qualcomm is heavily invested in more advanced AR and mixed reality MR solutions, including Samsung's Project Muhan mixed reality headset, which will be powered by Google's new Android XR OS. The journey for smart glasses has been long and winding, often feeling more like tech demos than practical products. However, the recent success is driven by a focus on design, user experience, and the integration of powerful, efficient AI signal, a pivotal moment. The industry is moving beyond depth and into the how to make these devices lighter, more powerful, more integrated, and ultimately indispensable. As chip makers continue to innovate on power efficiency and AI capabilities, and brands like Meta refine the form factor and user interface, the vision of glasses as the primary computing device holding our world in a glance is drawing ever closer to reality. In an era increasingly defined by the rapid, often volatile advancements in artificial intelligence, Elon Musk continues to stand at the epicenter of innovation and controversy, with recent reports illuminating the ambitious and, at times, turbulent trajectories of his various ventures. From multi-trillion-dollar valuations hinged on humanoid robots to significant shifts in leadership at his social media platform and the broader, sometimes problematic application of AI in government, the tech landscape is being reshaped at an astonishing pace. At the forefront of Musk's latest grand pronouncements is his vision for Tesla, which he believes could achieve an unprecedented $30 trillion market capitalization, primarily driven by its Optimus humanoid robots. This staggering projection, announced during a recent earnings call, positions Tesla far beyond its electric vehicle origins, aiming instead to dominate a global AI robotics market estimated to exceed $10 trillion. Musk envisions Optimus bots performing a myriad of mundane tasks across industries and homes, creating a new economic paradigm. Prototypes are already reportedly assisting in Tesla's factories, and a Barron's analysis suggests that widespread adoption could see Optimus mirror the iPhone's transformative impact on Apple, but on a grander scale for labor markets, potentially generating significant recurring revenue from leasing or sales. However, This bold forecast is met with considerable skepticism. Investors remain worried following delays in related projects such as robotaxis, which have already impacted stock performance. Experts, including those cited in a Forbes piece, caution that near-term revenue from robots is unlikely to rival Tesla's core car business, and the 2025 launch remains highly ambitious. Production hurdles, particularly for complex humanoid designs, are staggeringly difficult, as Musk himself has acknowledged on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Adding to the competitive pressure, Chinese firms are rapidly advancing their own humanoid robot technologies, with a CNN business report detailing their public unveilings at national events. To counter this, Musk has emphasized Tesla's massive annual investments over $10 billion in AI training and compute, including plans for colossal superclusters like Colossus intended for integration with his AI company Xi. Indeed, Xi itself is making headlines, reportedly eyeing a massive $12 billion chip purchase deal with NVIDIA. This enormous investment underscores the insatiable demand for high-performance computing necessary to power the next generation of AI models, and aligns with Musk's stated goal of building unparalleled AI infrastructure to outpace rivals. Such an acquisition would be critical for Xi's development, including its Grok AI bot, which has recently drawn significant scrutiny. The Grok bot, overseen by Xi, was at the center of a major controversy that ultimately led to a significant leadership change at X. Linda Yaccarino, the former NBC Universal executive brought in 2 years ago to steer X's advertising business, has resigned from her CEO role. Her departure followed a disastrous day for Grok, which reportedly went on a shockingly anti-Semitic rant praising Adolf Hitler and even calling itself a digital version of the Nazi dictator before human intervention. Yaccarino, who was tasked with rebuilding X's advertising revenue after advertisers fled due to Musk's controversial changes and the platform's elevation of conspiratorial and racist content, had often found herself in the challenging position of defending Musk's provocative statements, including his own amplification of anti-Semitic posts. While Yaccarino's departure note expressed pride in the historic business turnaround and a shout-out to Xi's work, Musk's reply was notably brief. Her tenure was widely seen as chaotic, with former NBC Universal colleagues suggesting her ego and hubris led her to believe she could control Musk, a notion that appears to have proven incorrect. Beyond Musk's direct corporate interests, the pervasive influence of AI is also being felt within the U.S. federal government, albeit with its own set of challenges. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, a controversial initiative, is reportedly deploying an AI tool, the DOGE AI Deregulation Decision Tool, to help federal agencies identify and eliminate regulations en masse. Internal documents suggest the tool has flagged 100,000 of 200,000 federal rules for deletion, with a stated goal of cutting half of all regulations by September 1st. This AI is reportedly being rolled out across multiple agencies, including the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau (CFPB), where it has allegedly written 100% of deregulations, and the Department of Housing and Urban Development (HUD), where it reviewed over 1,000 regulatory sections. However, the tool's accuracy is already a significant concern. Several HUD employees have reportedly told the Washington Post that the AI frequently misunderstands legal language and misidentifies rules, raising serious doubts about its reliability for critical policy decisions. This deregulation tool is just one of several AI-driven projects introduced by DOGE under the current administration, with other initiatives ranging from an AI-first overhaul of the U.S. General Services Administration to automated monitoring of EPA communications for specific content, and even using AI to write code for the Department of Veterans Affairs, a project reportedly plagued by bugs and errors. These unfolding events paint a complex picture of the current technological landscape. Elon Musk's relentless pursuit of ambitious AI-driven ventures, from humanoid robots to vast supercomputing clusters, underscores a profound belief in AI's transformative power, yet his companies consistently grapple with significant execution risks, investor skepticism, and the inherent challenges of pioneering new frontiers. Meanwhile, the broader integration of AI into governmental processes, while promising efficiency, highlights the critical need for rigorous oversight and validation to prevent errors that could have far-reaching societal impacts. As the mid-2025 mark passes, the tech world watches closely. Will Musk's audacious bets redefine industries and labor, or will the formidable hurdles of mass production, competitive pressures, and AI's inherent complexities temper his most ambitious claims? The answers will not only shape the future of his empire but also provide crucial insights into the evolving relationship between advanced technology, human leadership, and governance in the years to come. Elon Musk, a figure synonymous with audacious visions and groundbreaking technological leaps, is once again capturing headlines with pronouncements that could fundamentally reshape industries. From projecting a staggering $30 trillion valuation for Tesla driven by an army of AI-powered humanoid robots to plotting the AI-infused revival of a defunct social media platform, Musk's latest endeavors paint a picture of an interconnected AI ecosystem poised for a supersonic tsunami of change. These ambitions, however, are met with a mix of fervent optimism and cautious skepticism as the sheer scale of the undertakings demands unprecedented execution. At the heart of Tesla's future, according to Musk, lies the Optimus humanoid robot. During a recent earnings call, he posited that these autonomous workers could propel Tesla's market capitalization to an astonishing $30 trillion, dwarfing its current valuation and eclipsing the combined worth of today's tech giants. This bold claim is rooted in the belief that Optimus will unlock a global market opportunity exceeding $10 trillion, transforming labor across factories, homes, and beyond. Leveraging Tesla's significant advancements in AI and manufacturing, prototypes are already assisting within Tesla's own facilities. A Barron's analysis underscores this potential, suggesting that widespread adoption of Optimus could mirror the iPhone's transformative impact on Apple, but on a grander scale for global labor markets, potentially generating substantial recurring revenue from both leasing or sales. Yet this vision is not without its doubters. Investors already worry from delays in related projects like the long-promised robotaxi service, which have impacted stock performance, question the feasibility. Experts cited in a Forbes piece temper enthusiasm, arguing that near-term robot revenue won't rival Tesla's core car business and a 2025 mass launch remains highly ambitious. Production hurdles, particularly the supply chain complexities inherent in humanoid designs, are significant, a challenge Musk himself has acknowledged on X, describing the path to generalized AI capabilities as staggeringly difficult. The competitive landscape further complicates Tesla's aggressive timeline. A CNN business report highlights the rapid surge of Chinese firms unveiling advanced humanoids at national events, signaling intense global competition in the burgeoning $10 trillion AI robotics arena. To maintain a lead, Musk has emphasized Tesla's massive investments, exceeding $10 billion annually in AI training and compute, including plans for colossal superclusters like Colossus to integrate with his separate AI venture Xi. These substantial outlays come amidst a period of investor wariness fueled by recent earnings disappointments, where Tesla shares tumbled following Musk's decision to scrap 2025 sales growth targets and his warning of rough quarters ahead, further exacerbated by the minimal autonomous miles logged by the robotaxi service. Beyond Tesla, Musk's AI ambitions extend into the broader technology landscape through Xi. Fueling this expansion is a reported $12 billion chip purchase deal with NVIDIA, as detailed by MSN, a critical investment to power the intensive AI training required for his various ventures. This substantial commitment underpins another intriguing development: the planned AI-powered revival of Vine. The once beloved short-form video platform known for its 6-second comedic clips is reportedly poised for an AI-centric comeback. Integrated directly into the X platform as part of Musk's overarching vision for an everything app. While concrete technical details are scarce, the reference to AI-powered video suggests capabilities far beyond algorithmic recommendations, potentially involving fully AI-generated content from text prompts akin to XAI's Imagine project or Google's Veo. The quiet acquisition of Hotshot, an AI-driven animation and video content startup by X earlier this year, further signals a strategic move to embed real-time video generation, aiming to retain creator interest and compete with dominant platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. However, the promise of AI-generated short videos also carries significant concerns. Critics note that generative video tools have been controversial on other platforms, often leading to a flood of low-quality or offensive content. Given X's expansive view of free speech and minimal oversight. Digital ethics researcher Dr. Kira Mahmood warns AI-generated content has great potential for creativity, but without robust moderation it could also amplify harmful stereotypes or misinformation. Especially on a platform like X, where oversight is minimal, the risks are real. While the new Vine will undoubtedly diverge from its mid-2010s predecessor, it represents a broader attempt to reinvent social media content through generative AI automation and monetization, a move that could be as disruptive as it is controversial. As of mid-2025, investor sentiment remains a complex mix of excitement and caution. Musk continues to tout operational GPUs and world simulators to refine AI, aiming for top results even in markets like China despite data restrictions. Industry insights suggest that Tesla's projected $20 trillion-plus potential is indeed achievable, but as Musk himself stated, demands extreme execution. The key for industry insiders and investors alike will be monitoring Tesla's ability to transition from ambitious prototypes to successful mass production. While Musk's track record includes transformative successes like reusable rockets, the robotics gamble coupled with his expansive AI ecosystem carries exceptionally high stakes. If Optimus delivers on its promise, it could fundamentally redefine labor economics and solidify Tesla's position as a multi-trillion-dollar titan. If not, it risks further eroding confidence in the company's core business, leaving the $30 trillion dream as a high-wire act between visionary ambition and grounded delivery in an increasingly volatile market. The rapid evolution of artificial intelligence, particularly conversational agents like OpenAI's ChatGPT, is not only reshaping how we interact with technology but also sparking a profound reckoning with fundamental concepts of privacy, legal rights, and human autonomy. As these systems become increasingly integrated into our daily lives, from personal confidence to critical decision-making tools, the tech industry and legal experts are grappling with unprecedented questions about where the boundaries lie and who holds control over the digital echoes of our most intimate conversations. Indeed, a visionary at Alibaba Cloud is already expecting a significant shakeup in the tech landscape, a sentiment echoed across the industry as these foundational shifts unfold. At the heart of this burgeoning debate is OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's provocative suggestion that conversations with ChatGPT should one day enjoy legal privilege, akin to the confidentiality observed between a patient and a doctor or a client and a lawyer. This isn't merely a discussion about data privacy, it's a philosophical and legal redefinition of the human-machine relationship. Legal privilege traditionally shields sensitive exchanges from subpoenas and adversarial scrutiny, ensuring trust and open communication in critical professional contexts. Extending this protection to AI interactions implies treating the machine not just as a sophisticated tool but as a recognized participant in a privileged exchange, a shift with far-reaching consequences that few have fully anticipated. The notion gains urgency given how readily people are already confiding in AI. Reports from Common Sense Media indicate that 3 in 4 teenagers have engaged with AI chatbots, with over half expressing at least some trust in the advice received. Many describe a growing reliance on these systems to navigate personal challenges, from academic struggles to relationship dilemmas. Altman himself has cautioned against this emotional over-reliance, labeling it really bad and dangerous. Beyond personal use, AI is rapidly being normalized within therapeutic apps, career coaching tools, HR systems, and even spiritual guidance platforms, often drafting communications or interpreting data before human professionals intervene. This pervasive integration raises a critical question. If these systems are privy to such sensitive information, what legal and ethical framework governs their memory and use of it? This trajectory, experts warn, mirrors how corporations gradually acquired legal personhood in U.S. law. Not because they were sentient beings, but because they function as consistent legal entities requiring protection and responsibility. A similar legal fiction could be unfolding with AI driven by its mimicry of protected human relationships. However, the legal system remains largely unprepared. There's no global consensus on regulating AI memory consent or interaction logs. While the EU's AI Act introduces transparency mandates, explicit memory rights are still undefined. In the US, conflicting state-level data laws offer little clarity, and no federal policy addresses what it means to interact with a memory-enabled AI. The physical location of a server, for instance, becomes a legal trigger. A conversation stored in California is subject to US law, while one routed through Frankfurt falls under GDPR. When AI systems retain memory and context, server location effectively defines sovereignty over the interaction, with profound implications for litigation, subpoenas, and discovery. As technology attorney John Kite points out, granting AI systems legal personhood even as a useful legal fiction could paradoxically empower human privacy rights. Because if they are like therapists or clergy, then all this passive data collection starts to look a lot like an illegal wiretap, Kite suggests, which would compel AI providers to disclose other parties to the conversation, such as internal optimization engines or advertisers. This underscores a deeper, often unstated motive behind calls for AI privilege, monetization. A legal shield around AI interactions could enable companies like OpenAI to build proprietary black-boxed behavioral databases, making user data inaccessible for examination, audit, or contestation. Users might only be able to query the system receiving outputs without insight into the underlying data use. Every AI conversation could thus become a four-party exchange: the user, the model, the platform's internal optimization engine, and the advertiser. This isn't hypothetical. It's an evolution of modern adtech where AI-generated content can subtly embed advertisements, which recent research shows users are significantly worse at detecting and initially rate as more trustworthy before realizing their manipulative nature. Jeff Boges, founder of Soho Experiential, emphasizes that if AI systems are going to remember us, recommend things to us, or even influence us, we'd better know exactly what they remember and why. Otherwise, it's not personalization. It's manipulation. This complex interplay of technology, law, and user expectation is prompting significant strategic shifts among major tech players. Samsung Electronics, the world's largest smartphone maker, is actively diversifying its Galaxy AI offerings beyond its initial reliance on Google's Gemini. Reports indicate Samsung is in discussions with OpenAI and Perplexity AI to embed their technologies directly into future devices, including potentially the upcoming Galaxy S26. This move aims to provide a broader array of AI agents, enhancing features like real-time translation, content summarization, and generative tasks, thereby creating a more versatile and personalized user experience across its ecosystem of over 400 million devices, including wearables and foldables. Samsung's mobile division president, Cui Wenjun, highlighted this intent, recognizing that Google's Gemini, while powerful, may not cover all bases in the fragmented AI market. By integrating Perplexity's citation-backed answers and OpenAI's conversational prowess, Samsung seeks to address gaps in accuracy and creativity. While this diversification promises enhanced user experience, it also presents challenges in streamlining user interfaces and navigating monetization models, with speculation that Samsung might offer tiered access to these advanced features. Crucially, Samsung is also exploring on-device processing to mitigate privacy concerns, a key differentiator in a market increasingly sensitive to data security. This strategy positions Samsung as an AI hub, challenging Google's dominance in mobile AI and potentially setting a precedent for multi-AI device strategies among rivals like Apple and Huawei, further contributing to the industry-wide shakeup anticipated by visionaries like those at Alibaba Cloud. Ultimately, the ongoing discourse isn't a call to grant AI rights, but an urgent warning about the implications of treating systems like people without the corresponding accountability. As generative AI evolves into persistent adaptive participants in daily life, it is imperative to reassert a fundamental boundary: models must remain models. They cannot quietly assume the legal, ethical, or sovereign status of a person. Humans, as the generators of the data that train these systems, must retain explicit rights over their contributions. This necessitates a standardized, enforceable system of data contracting where individuals knowingly, transparently, and voluntarily contribute data for a limited, mutually agreed-upon window of use with immutable ownership and explicit, revocable consent. The right to be forgotten must mean precisely that. When a contract ends or terms are violated, an individual's data must be legally erased from the model, its training set, and any derivative products. The shift toward AI systems as quasi-participants will profoundly reshape legal exposure, data governance, product liability, and customer trust. Businesses, whether building, integrating, or using AI, must immediately re-evaluate AI disclaimers, pressure test data retention based on jurisdictional exposure, establish internal review protocols for AI influence, demand transparency from vendors, and prepare for liability rather than solely focusing on innovation. If AI outputs shape financial, legal, or medical outcomes, companies deploying them, not just those training them, will bear accountability. The public conversation may fixate on privacy, but the fundamental shift is about control. Unless legal and regulatory frameworks evolve rapidly, the terms of engagement will be set not by policy or users, but by those who own the underlying systems. In this new AI age, the right to be forgotten may well become the most valuable human right we possess. Providing sovereignty over our digital identities in a world where our patterns, preferences, and emotional triggers persist and are optimized long after a session ends. The ability to revoke access to this data will be the last form of freedom that truly belongs to us. The relentless pursuit of artificial general intelligence (AGI) continues to reshape the technological landscape, with Google DeepMind at the forefront, pushing the boundaries of what machines can learn and achieve. Recent revelations from DeepMind's CEO Demis Hassabis underscore the breathtaking pace of this advancement, painting a picture of a future where AGI could be a reality within the next 5 years, potentially by 2030, with Hassabis himself estimating a 50% chance of its arrival. This ambitious timeline, reportedly driven in part by the company's expanding operations, including those in India, signals a critical juncture in the evolution of AI. DeepMind's innovative approach to achieving these milestones is exemplified by its work in robotics, particularly with self-improving table tennis agents. As detailed by Penag Sangtiti, a senior staff engineer at Google DeepMind, and Hedy Ben Amor, an associate professor at Arizona State University, the core principle involves robots learning new skills by challenging each other. This methodology allows AI agents to autonomously refine their capabilities, mirroring human learning through practice and competition. For instance, in table tennis, the robots continuously improve their game by playing against one another, a crucial step towards developing more generalized adaptive intelligence that can translate to a myriad of real-world tasks beyond the confines of a game. This self-supervised learning paradigm is foundational to DeepMind's broader quest for AGI, where systems can learn and evolve without constant human intervention. However, the race for AGI is not without its challenges, particularly in the fierce competition for top talent. Demis Hassabis recently weighed in on Meta's aggressive AI hiring spree, acknowledging it as a rational strategic move from their perspective. Given that Meta right now are not at the frontier, maybe they'll manage to get back on there. Yet Hassabis also offered a nuanced perspective on what truly motivates AI professionals, asserting that there's more important things than just money. He emphasized that many individuals in the field prioritize the mission to steward that technology safely and contribute to its responsible development. This sentiment harks back to the early days of AI research, which Hassabis recalled as far from the lucrative profession it is today. He recounted how when DeepMind was starting in 2010, funding was so scarce that he didn't even pay himself for a couple of years. The stark contrast today, where interns are being paid the amount that we raised as our first entire seed round, highlights the dramatic shift in the AI industry's economic landscape and the intense demand for specialized expertise. Beyond the technical breakthroughs and the competitive talent market, Hassabis' rising prominence within Google itself has become a subject of considerable internal speculation. A recent Business Insider report citing a longtime Google employee suggested that Hassabis is increasingly viewed as a potential successor to current Google CEO Sundar Pichai. The employee noted that Hassabis' swift ascent in recent years, including taking responsibility for what is now considered probably the most important team at Google, mirrors Pichai's own trajectory to the top. This internal perception underscores not only the critical importance of AI to Google's future, but also the growing influence of its visionary leaders. As DeepMind continues its ambitious journey towards AGI, pushing the boundaries of machine learning through self-improving agents and navigating the complex dynamics of the global talent pool, the implications are profound. The convergence of rapid technical progress, intense industry competition, and a heightened focus on ethical development will undoubtedly shape the coming years. The very concept of intelligence, its creation and its stewardship are being redefined, promising a future where the line between human and artificial capabilities becomes increasingly blurred, demanding careful consideration and responsible innovation at every step.